Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, Kira.
Morning,
Morning, everyone.
Andrea. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. It's Thursday. We're getting there. One more day to
I
go.
know. Woohoo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's really warm down here anyway in Cork at the moment. I don't know what it's like up by you. Is it roasting?
It's roasting, but it's really grey. It's really grim. I'd
There,
say it'll lighten up later.
yeah, there's some blue sky poking through now at the moment. But yeah, I know it's roasting. It's hard enough to sleep at night.
It
And then the
is,
cat
yeah, it's hard.
the cat's been awake all night. She was struck up on the roof at 3 o'clock this morning, shouting the whole place down, trying to get our attention.
Oh, that's all you need at 3 o'clock in the morning.
hmm Well, it's fine for me. I slept through it, but poor Zach was awake.
Oh, that's a skill. You want to keep that skill.
Yeah, 100%. Um,
Yeah,
but
I just
yeah. So, what are we chatting about today?
Well, I suppose the normal thing is being visible online, which we've probably talked about in lots of different formats over
Yeah,
the years. But um, specifically, I suppose, looking at video as it's come
hmm
into prominence with being visible online, and it's a great tool. So we thought we'd just go through a few points and then maybe some examples of people who are doing it well.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, absolutely.
and
Let's do it.
always we're open to questions, so post some comments if you want to ask us something.
Great
So I
stuff.
suppose being visible online is a great method of getting your business known, but it varies by platform and by business.
hmm
So on Twitter, the focus is on conversations and relationships. It's not really on video is there, but it's not really the focus. And
Yeah,
on YouTube is like the other end of the spectrum. It's all video. Adding your face adds to the impact, but it's all video. There's nothing else. And it just feels like at the minute the other platforms are all jostling for position in the middle on this. So
absolutely.
Facebook has
Yeah,
always been
absolutely.
Facebook has always been a mixed bag. You can
Mm.
post anything you like. Video is more and more prominent. Um, and then when TikTok came in and pushed short videos, they pushed Instagram to change from photographs to videos, and
Yeah, definitely.
it's become the
TikTok
primary.
is really TikTok's really taken the world by storm, hasn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I remember.
it's shaking up. Sorry,
Sorry, go on.
it's just shaking up all the other platforms as well as being so
Oh
popular
yeah,
itself.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I remember being in a meeting with a client there. I think it was maybe July last year, and they were like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, like you'll have to get on TikTok," and they were like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "This time next year, every business who is worth their socks is going to be on TikTok." But then Instagram introduced Reels, and I suppose a lot of people didn't have to move. But yeah, no, TikTok's a great one because you can go viral like easily enough on TikTok,
Yeah,
and you can just blow up overnight. I've seen loads of small businesses blow up like basically overnight on TikTok. It's amazing what
yeah.
it can do.
Yeah, I think it's one that can be, if you get it right, it can really take off. The funniest one was I met with a politician who told me that he was under pressure to go on TikTok, which I thought was quite funny.
Oh my gosh. Well,
It's
sure,
a
Simon
sign
Harris
of
is on TikTok now and everything. So,
yeah, I think it's just a sign of where it came from, and two, because it would have started off with much younger people and less serious than that. But
I mean,
um,
most of the platforms do. Because I remember when I was like 10, my older cousin in the UK, who I just thought was like the coolest person ever. Remember, I was like talking to her like about Bebo or something at the time. She was like, oh, Bebo's dead. You have to get on Facebook. And I was like, oh, what's this? And that was a long time ago.
yeah, I think Facebook's one of the only ones that stuck around for Facebook and
Yeah,
Twitter have stuck around, and the rest have come and gone. And it's
actually.
funny, even LinkedIn is embracing video lately, even though it would have been more serious and kind of article based. It still is that, but a lot of
Um,
people are doing video on Facebook or on LinkedIn as well.
yeah, LinkedIn's kind of a bit weird at the moment, I think.
I
There's
think people
like
don't really know what to do with it.
there's a cohort of men on LinkedIn that are kind of treating it like a dating site at the moment. And I'm getting like
That's it.
loads of creepy messages. I'm like, this isn't Tinder. Like, go away.
It's not new. I hate to break it to you, but that's been
Oh,
happening for a long time. Yeah, yeah,
it's so weird. I'm like, no, this is work. Anyway,
yeah. So it's funny. It's funny watching the movements and the changes that have come in. And I was on a webinar a little while ago about Instagram and the changes that they put in since last March when COVID came in, and you don't even think of it as it's happening, but when they're all listed
Yeah.
out, they've made huge changes, and you
There's
forget that
even with them.
you forget reels are only there less than a year. It feels like they've
So
been
I
there
think they
forever.
came out in like October or something is when they released Reels on Instagram. Um, Now like the editing tools for Reels are good, but like they're not quite up to where TikTok's editing
Yeah.
software is at the moment. There's this really cool feature on TikTok where you can like add a load of videos, like short ones or whatever, and you can pick a song, and the software will automatically sync your videos to the tempo of the music, which is really really cool.
Yeah, and I think even on Instagram, if you do a reel or a story on your personal profile, you have more music to choose from. So they don't have the licenses for the so much music on the business platform because it's
No,
going to
no,
be
I think.
commercials. So the selection is just limited for that reason.
Mm. I think as well, like you said there, a lot of businesses have been having trouble with getting music on their Instagram pages at the moment. I think there's like a solution where you switch your profile to from a business account to a creator account, and then you like wait 2 or 3 days, and suddenly you have music again. So just for in case anyone's lost their music recently on Instagram,
The other
comes
thing I've
back.
seen a lot of people doing is creating the video on TikTok and then uploading it to Instagram, which is a little bit of a workaround. And it comes with the TikTok
Yeah.
branding, but
Yeah, so Instagram have actually come out and said that they will not, they will like basically kind of punish you the way Google kind of punishes you for black hat stuff like that. So they won't be promoting your stuff at all if it is shown to have the TikTok branding on it. So you have to be quite careful with that.
yeah, so people are still doing it. But I suppose you're probably better off
Yeah.
using something like Canva to edit your video first and upload from there. So it's got your
Yeah.
own branding. But yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So it's all moving. Um,
Yeah, 100%. And do we have any examples of like, any reels or stories or people you think are doing like their visibility well online at the moment?
I'll just add this share. Fingers crossed it works. Yay! So
Yeah,
this
great
one
stuff.
you'd actually mentioned to me, Stinny Cronin, is that his name? Stinny
Dennis
Crow Show?
Cronin, yeah,
Dennis
he's
Cronin.
absolutely gas. Yeah,
So,
he does kind
so
of like short little tip videos really, really well.
even looking down his feed of reels, it looks like fun.
Mm, mm.
It's so he has useful ones like this where so he talks you through how to show and hide likes on your Instagram. So it's useful and professional, but he does it in a fun way and it's all very
Absolutely.
informal, but
Yeah, it's all
easy to
very
listen to.
valuable content as well for
Yeah.
his followers, which is the main thing.
And then he's thrown in ones. Sorry, that's another one of the. Then this was one of the good ones.
Great stuff.
So I think they actually broke a phone in the process of making these two.
Oh God,
but, but it's a bit of
not
fun.
ideal, no.
It's definitely engaging, and that's the main thing, isn't it? One of my other favorite people. I'm actually doing a challenge with Nicola Conley Byrne this week, and I just love her feed as well. It's mainly her face, with or without makeup. She doesn't care. She is who she is, and it's just really straight talking, her usual style. Like it's the same as talking to her in person. So
Oh, that's brilliant.
so I'd highly recommend you look at Nicola's feed. She has some great tips on positive mindset and just mindset generally,
Oh, brilliant.
confidence, all that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that the main thing is to keep it fun and engaging. Don't
Yeah,
get
keep
too
it fun
serious.
and engaging and showing up regularly as well, like letting your audience
Yeah,
see you, like the face behind the business, I think is quite important because people buy from people at the end of the day. They don't buy from, like, I don't know, I think people are moving more towards that rather than the faceless corporation kind of a thing, you know? So it's good to
I
show
think
up,
our
it's good to show your face,
I think
even if like,
Irish people always went on people and recommendations. I think that's a culture thing in this country. Somebody always knows
true.
somebody.
Yeah, yeah,
And
100%.
it
So
just seems
even if you're
difficult
like,
to, sorry.
no, go on, even if you're just showing up for like, 2 or 3 minutes a day, not even, or even like 2 or 3 times a week. Even that's enough just to
Yeah.
keep your audience kind of up to date on what's happening.
I think what's happened in the last year as well, we've lost that in-person connection. So video online is a good. It's not a replacement, but it's a second best. Nice to at least have something where you're seeing each other.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
So the question we always get asked on all of this stuff is, which tool should you use to promote your business? And the answer is the usual. It depends.
Really depends
So
on your own business and
yeah.
who your audience is and where your audience is based.
So I think the first thing is you should always use a platform that you enjoy using, because if you don't enjoy it, you won't use it. And if you don't use it consistently, as you just said, it won't be effective. And then you need to figure out where your ideal client spends time. There's no point in spending loads of time and energy and probably money getting seen, building relationships with people that are never going to work with you. So if you're
Yeah.
selling to teenagers, stay away from Facebook. Their parents are there, so they're not going to be, just an example.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
and I suppose in everything online, you're trying to portray your brand, business or personal, probably with video, it's a combination of the two, really. So the idea is just to let people know who you are and what you do, but most importantly, how you do it, because that lets them see if they could work with you and starts to build some trust.
Mm-hmm.
So video is a great way to do that, because people start to feel like they already know you before they meet you. And
Definitely. Yeah.
as we just said, a quick video is you get a story across and you let your potential customer see your face, hear your voice, get to know you. And as Kira said, the shorter videos, that's the trend on most platforms anyway. So you can just jump in, publish video, and get started.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And even with a lot of the platforms for using videos, they've added in a feature where you can add in captions, or like they can be automated, or you can add them in yourself, which is great for accessibility. Or even like, I think we were talking to a client and he was like, oh, I find it great even if I'm on like the Lewis or whatever, because I can just like watch a video like on my phone without having to plug in my headphones and I'll know what they're saying, you know?
Yeah.
That's good too.
Yeah. No, I use it for that purpose as well. The automated ones are a bit hit and miss. You just need to check them if you're going to use the automated ones.
Yeah, I
And
don't
make
think
sure
they pick up on the Irish accent too well yet, but hopefully
I've
it'll get a bit
seen
better.
I've seen some dodgy translations. All right, so if you're going to use the automatic ones, just check before you go and publish it, or do
Yeah.
it yourself manually. You know, you could do bullet points if you're what you're saying rather than the whole thing on the captions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything else we need to? I don't see any comments in, but maybe you have something else to add, or
I think we've kind of covered most of the things there, so I think we might leave it there.
that's a good place to leave it. So go have a go. Go have a go. Tag us if you're publishing live so that we can see what you're up to.
Yeah, let us know how you get on. And if you're struggling or if you need any help with anything regarding your digital marketing, we're always here.
That's it. So we'll see you next
Super.
time.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.